Hi viewers, in this video we learn trigonometry. So in trigonometry I took one question and I will explain that question, that how we get the answer. Okay, so I am explaining the question. Find the value of sine 15 degrees plus cos 15 degrees. So this is the question. Okay, I will explain the solution. So we have, according to question, sine 15 degrees plus cos 15. So we can write the sine theta as sine, we can write this sine 15. We have to divide, because we have the formula in trigonometry, sine a minus sine of a minus b. So for that we have the formula, but sine 15 there is no value. So for to get that uh, uh, equation, to get that formula, we have to write this 15 as 45 minus 30. So sine 45 minus 45, sine of 45 minus 30. So if you write, you treat it as this a minus b, so sine of a minus b. So sine a, see here, sine of a minus b. So we have formula sine of a minus b, sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Okay, so we can write sine of 45 minus 30 as in this formula. We can write this sine of 45 minus 30, sine of 45 minus sine 30, because we have to assume this sine of a minus b. So if you assume a minus b, we have formula what, sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. So we so our this form equation means sine of a minus b will become sine of 45 minus sine of 30 become sine 45 into cos 30 minus cos 45 into sin 30. Okay, so this we have to treat it as this as one equation. This is as treated as one equation. So again we have cos of 45 minus 30, because here given cos 15. So we are changing this cos 15 to cos of a minus b. So in to change this 15 to a minus b, so if you we can subtract bigger number to smaller number. So we have 45. If you divide, if you subtract 30 from 45, we get 15. So we can write this 15 as 45 minus 30. Okay, so that's why here cos of 45 minus cos of 45 minus 30. So we can write this, because we have already formula, because that is cos of a minus b. So if you have to, we have to assume this as 45 degrees as a and 30 degrees as b. So cos of a minus b. So formula is what, cos a cos b, cos of a minus b equals to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. So this is according to trigonometry. So cos of 45 minus 30 equals to cos 45 cos 30 plus sin 45 sin 30. So this we have to treat this equation as second equation. So we have the form, we have the values, that is sin 45, sin 45 degrees equals to 1 by root 2, and sin 30 degrees equals to 1 by 2, and cos 30 degrees equals to root 3 by 2, cos 45 equals to 1 by root. This is a default trigonometric values. So why I am showing, why I written here means, we have sin of a minus b equals sin a cos b minus cos a sin b we have. So already we are assuming this sin 15 like sin 45 minus sin 30, sin of 45 sin of 45 minus sin, sin of 45 minus 30. So we come to the point. So we evaluated the sin of 45 minus 30 as like this, sin a cos b sin of 45 into cos 30 and minus cos of 45 into sin 30. So we have values. Sin 45 we have value, cos 30 value we have, and cos 45 value we have, and sin 30 value we have. So if we implement or if we substitute these values in the first equation, this is the first equation, so what will get? Sin 45 equals to this, so 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 minus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So by solving this we get root 3 by 2 root 2, and by solving this 1 by root 2. Okay, so we get root 3 because common denominator is 2 root 2. So if you we have common denominator 2 root 2, so put 2 root 2 as a denominator, so we get the numerators as it is, root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So this is the one solution. So after this we have another second equation, this C. We have another second equation, cos 45 minus 30 cos of 45 cos 45 cos 30 plus sin 45 sin 30. This is the second equation. So we have already we have already solved first equation, so we have to solve this second equation, because in the question we have sin of 45 minus 30 plus cos of 45 minus 30. So we solve the sin of 45 minus 30, we treated this as one equation, this is second equation. After getting the result, after evaluating the cos of 45 minus 30, we have to add those two, these two equations we have to add. So we got we evaluated one first equation, so we have to solve the second equation, that is we have another second equation, so cos of 45 minus 30. So if you evaluate this one, so we get cos 45 into cos 30 and sin 45 into sin 30. Okay, so we have values, cos 45 we have root 1 by root 2, and cos 30 we have root 3 by 2, and sin 45 we have 1 by root 2, and sin 30 we have 1 by 2. So if we substitute these values in the above equation, this in this equation, we get 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So root 3 so by solving this root 3 by 2 root 2 we get plus 1 by 2 root 2. So root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2, because common denominator is 2 root 2, so we get root 3 plus 1 numerators as it is we have to add. So adding equation 1 and 2, so this is the one equation we got for this is the value a, we treated this as a. Okay, by solving this one equation we got the value this one. By solving this equation, after substituting the all the values for sin 45 cos 30 cos 45 sin 30, we got the value. By solving this first equation we got the value this one, so just mark it as a. Again we got for cos 45 minus 30, so we got for this b. So by adding equation 1 and 2, that means adding a plus b, so we get root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So by solving this, because common denominator is 2 root 2, so root 3, so minus minus when it gets cancelled, so root 3 plus root 3 by 2 root 2, so this is root 3, this is root 3, 2 root 3, so 2 root 2, 2 gets cancelled, root of 3 by 2. Or we for for to get the answer, root 3 by 2 root 2. So if you multiply both numerator and denominator by root 2, this root 3 into root 2 equals becomes root 6, so root 2 becomes 2. So this is the answer.